We're here in sunny Kyalami in South Africa, checking out the new Pirelli Diablo Corsa II. Now, the Diablo Corsa II is taking over from the Diablo Corsa, which Pirelli have been producing for 8 years. And it's their super sport tyre for the guy who's got a high-performance sports bike. He wants to ride on the road, he wants the security on the road with changeable conditions, but he also wants the bike to be able to perform on the racetrack. So we're here in South Africa. We spent a day on the road yesterday, and I must say, for a super sport tyre, the tyre performed amazingly well. Now, the Diablo Corsa II has been redesigned from the ground up, the reason being the performance from today's superbikes is so great that the tyres needed to be developed further just to really cope with what we can put them through. So with things like cornering ABS, such good traction control, the lean hours, the 200 plus horsepower that's available, you really do need a tyre that gives you the security but can also perform. With a stiffer carcass, it means the tyre deforms less when you're putting the forces through it. So you'll get more feel and more contact patch with the road when you're heavy braking into corners and when you're getting on that gas. They then look to the compounds, and up front, the Diablo Corsa's got 2 different compounds in 3 places up front. And then it's got 3 compounds in 5 places at the rear. The idea being that in the middle, you've got a high silica content, so you get the longevity of the tyre, but you also get the grip, especially in things like wet conditions. Moving closer to the edge, especially on the rear, it's 100% carbon black at the rear on the edges with no tread patting. It's essentially a slick tyre in the edges. So when you've got a day like this, you've got a super bike, you've got a fantastic racetrack, you've got the grip there on the edges, and these bikes have been going out session after session, and the tyres are performing faultlessly. So I've had the pleasure so far of riding a Ducati Panigale V4, a bike that Pirelli have to make a special tyre for because of the size of it, the 260 profile on that tyre, and then went out on a Tuono. And both of them just supply endless amounts of grips. We've got lots of 3rd gear, 2nd gear corners here, lots of heavy corner speed, but also heavy braking whilst being cranked over. There's a couple of blind entries going in. So you need a tyre that's secure, and the Diablo Corsa has proven itself. So we've got a couple more sessions this afternoon. We'll look for another couple of superbikes to test just to really put these tyres through their paces, and we'll be looking at testing a set back home in New Zealand.